Hello, this is Lucinda with Last Garden Standing, and I just want to show you a garden tour because it's the end of the season and everything's going to die, it's turning yellow. So I just want to show you my herbs first real quick. There's my Hummer cage, which I'll get into next year, but here's my lavender, French lavender. I've already cut it. Look, it's being watered by this. And it works really well. It's a Oya, and it's the only one I have, so I did want to show it. It's done really, really well. This is actually used to be this tall. I had to cut it down because it was so tall that it just needed to be trimmed. This is a basil, and it's a cinnamon basil, and it smells just like cinnamon. This is peppermint, and this is oregano. And then all these down here, this is thyme, which is good for medical use. This is a basil as well, a lemon basil. This is another thyme. Over there's a lemon thyme. This is rosemary. This is another mint. Do believe it's spearmint. And that's another sweet basil. And then of course my chives. Then down here we have a holy basil. 2 holy basils, and we have another basil called, it tastes just like licorice. It's a Thai basil, and that's another thyme. These are my mums. They're just now getting little buds here. It'll take a couple weeks yet, but they're going to be in full bloom. It is a fall flower. Here's my rhubarb. There's my transplants and my originals, which are doing good. Those are parsleys, 2 different kinds, and they've gone to seed, and I'm just going to let that happen. Here's my catnip, which my cats absolutely love. Here's some lettuce that I just planted in a container to show you how it is. Here's some more lettuce. Here is a spearmint, which isn't looking too good. It's about the end of the season. Here is another peppermint. That's a flower. Here is a kale, and that is definitely turning yellow. I have a couple of different kinds of kales, but next spring I'm going to plant even another one. Here is my new winter cilantro. That's my winter lettuce and spinach. I do a second crop in the fall always, and they're coming along. They're going to be ready here in about 3 weeks. Here's some more cilantro. And there's my other kale right there. I've got 2 beautiful kales. There and there. And I planted another one right here, which hasn't come up. I'm hoping it comes up before winter. This is blackberry. I've got it in a box, and it's done well, but didn't produce much fruit this year, so I'm going to work on that next year. This is an extra start from it. This is a ton of grapes, which I'm going to do more next year. I didn't have a chance to do it all this year, but it's all around the fence. And they turned out really, really good, really. Here's a cluster. And here is my patio tomato, which I'm going to do a video on tomatoes next. There's my tomatoes, all of this, different kinds. And they're turning red, but they've got a lot of green on them because of the season ending. But there they are, there's a ton. And they still have a lot of blooms, but I don't know if they'll make it or not, but maybe. You can see all the blooms. I'll talk more about those later. This is a zucchini. It's done really well and produced a lot. I just want to show you that it's still producing. Look at that huge zucchini. And we have another one right there. But it did really well. I like this zucchini because it's not modified at all. The seed that I was given from my son is about 90-some years old. He got it from an old-timer farmer. So I plan on saving the seeds on that and planting again next year. There's a chive. There's my onion patch, which is a little sour looking right now. I've used it a lot. This is dill right there. Here's my watermelon patch, and I recently lost a watermelon because I got what's called sun split. It actually got so hot that it split. So, but they're coming along okay. I'm hoping to do a video on my melons as far as in a few weeks. But there's my melon patch. This over here is an orange flesh melon. These are Israeli melons right here. These look like cantaloupes. In fact, this one is really yellow. It looks like I better pick it really soon. There's a big one right there. But look at the patch, it's just huge. There's another one. There's several in there hidden. It has done really, really well. Here it is further away. There's another lavender that's done well in the spring. The bees just go crazy over it. It's really tall and big, very plentiful. So there's my melon patch, right there. Here is my peppers, which I just did a video last week. Please watch it. It's a great video. Look at how those banana peppers are. They're huge. Very, very well. It produced. Still getting flowers, still getting stuff way up on the vine. So there's my peppers. There's some gypsies, just a ton. Look at that gypsy, real, real, real big. Look at those right here, the Santa Fe Grandes. So still have a ton of peppers. This is my carrot patch. I decided to put it in the box because it wasn't doing very well in the ground. And we have done well with that, really. I was trying to pick one. See, they're all coming out like that. But it's also dying, so I'm going to have to pick real soon. This is my cucumber patch. It's already turning way yellow. I've gotten 10 to 15 nice cucumbers. There might be something in here. Yep. There's another one forming. This one looks a little deformed. So it's dying. I did a beet video, and this is my beets. They've done awesome. Just awesome. Look at this beet. Look at that. It's a huge beet. Just huge. So here's my beets. That's just a huge beet. So I'm going to have to pick them and pickle them or something. I'll probably do them up. There's some more of my grapevines. Here is my squashes. I've got some acorns in here. Nothing has produced from this side. Here's some flowers, mums intermixed along with lavender. Here's an acorn. They're looking really, really good. There's one. There's another one coming. And there's probably 2 or 3 in there that I can't even see. This is my strawberry patch. It was very plentiful, very thick. It's doing very well, although I'm not getting many strawberries right now. Here's some more squashes, doing very well, actually going up the tree. Here's a little one here. I don't know if it's going to be able to finish or not, but there it is. Here's my bird feeder. I'm going to cultivate this next year. Here's my sunchokes. This is where I moved them. They were by my grapes and they weren't doing good. They didn't get enough sun. So I'm hoping they take off from here. Here's honeysuckles. This one is almost dying. That's a different kind. This is the yellow flowered kind. It's just thick. I'm going to do a segment next spring on my honeysuckles and my hummers. There's all my flowers. The bees, by the way, love this one when it's all in bloom. Here's the cat mint. The cats also love that. Very thick. Hardly have even watered it. And here's another lavender. Here's my roses starting to die out. Here's some sage, some oregano, another lavender, and a lilac bush. That's done well, actually. Very well. Here's a peppermint that's done really, really good. It's in full bloom. I'm just let it go now. Here's a container sage, also did well, and some more chives. So that's my tour for this year, and we are ending the season, so this is last garden standing. Please view it. I did want to show what I did this year because it will be different next year and they'll be arranged different. So definitely take a look at my video. Like it, share it, and please subscribe. I've got more to come. I have a lot of things to show. Thank you.